So, little update on the Riddler situation. Me and the Joker have beef now. Look, I was having a great day. I was having a fucking great day. I had some soup for lunch. I was on my lunch break. I was eating my bomb-ass soup. It was so good. Carrot soup, by the way. Fantastic. Good for the eyesight. Lots of vitamins and minerals. Love it. And I was eating my soup, and I was having a good day, and it was a great day. I was having such a good fucking day, and one of my employees came back, and he was like, hey, there's a villain here to see you. And I was like, which villain? Which villain's here? And he was like, they said not to say. And I was like, gender-neutral terms. Is it because they use they, them pronouns? Because you don't want me to know what they identify as? And he was like, I think you should just come out here. And I was like, God damn it. I'm not a fucking idiot. I know you don't keep the supers or the villains waiting. So I put my soup away and I clocked back in. And I was like, yes, hi, how can I... It's the fucking Joker? You couldn't have told me it was the fucking Joker? My poor employee was like, he said not to tell you. He said not to tell you. And I was like, I don't give a shit what Chuckles told you to do. If there's the fucking Joker in my coffee shop, you tell me the fucking Joker is in my coffee shop. And Joker was like, did you just call me Chuckles? And I was like, I'll fucking get to you. Wait a goddamn second, okay? And I don't think he'd ever been shushed before, because he was like, excuse me? Now, at this point, I'm just annoyed. So I was like, you fucking heard me. You interrupted my soup. You can wait a goddamn second while I discipline my employee. If there's a fucking villain here, I don't care what they tell you. You give me the information. Because if you're gonna throw me at them, if you're gonna put me on the fucking front lines, you're gonna at least tell me who I'm going up against so I have some semblance of an idea of what to expect. Do you understand me, David? And he was like, yes, I'm sorry. Can I go now? And I was like, yes, fine. Just fucking... What do you want? And the Joker just kind of stared at me for a second. I don't think I've ever seen him, like, actively frown. It was so bad that his makeup was even going, I was like, what? What do you want? And he was like, Edward is right. You're mean. I was like, yeah, I am. And you interrupted my soup, so what do you want? He was like, I'm here for the Riddler's cane. I want it back. And I was like, you know this is a coffee shop, right? You understand that, don't you? And he was like, yes. And I was like, okay. Do I look like a person who uses a cane on a daily basis? Do you see any sort of mobility aid around me right now? Do I have any fucking need for a cane in my day-to-day life? Do I look like a confused pimp to you? And of course, because every fucking villain in the city, for some goddamn reason, has ego the size of Texas. And he's like, do you know who I am? Do you know what I could do to you? And I'm like, motherfucker, I don't give a shit. You're just a guy in makeup. I've seen drag queens scarier than you. And he pulled out one of his stupid little knives, and it was like, I could cut you up real good. I could give you matching scars. I could make you look like me. I was like, motherfucker, I don't give a shit. And he was like, you want to know how I got him? I was like, I don't give a great goddamn. I don't care if it was your mom, your dad, your sister, your cousin. I don't give a shit who made you look like a demented Happy Meal. I don't fucking care. I don't have his cane with me. Leave! So he lunges at me, and what the fuck was I gonna do? Let him stab me? No, I grabbed his arm and I used it to throw him, and there was a whole fight and a scuffle and whatnot, and the table got broken or two, and I eventually threw him out, and thank God the owner's really chill, and he's just glad that nobody got hurt, so, I don't have to pay for the tables, and I still get to keep my job, but fuck me. I ended up making a sign to go in the window that was like, no villains allowed, unless you're nice. I don't know if it'll keep them out. I mean, they're villains. They don't exactly listen to rules, but maybe we can hope. And you know what sucks about this? You know what the worst part about this is? It's not even the fact that I got attacked by some Barnum and Bailey's reject. It's the fact that Clark was right, and he's gonna be so fucking smug about it. Because when I told Clark I was moving to Gotham, he was like, okay, but you gotta take self-defense courses. You have to. It's a requirement. If you want to leave and go to Gotham, you have to. And I was like, I'm an adult. You can't require that. Vetoed. And he was like, I will give you the hard stare. And I was like, that might have worked when I was 6, but it's not gonna work now. And I was like, fine, I'll fucking take them. And now I've used them every 2 days since I got to Gotham, and he's gonna be so fucking smug about it when I see him for lunch. I can already hear it now. So, you didn't think you needed to take the lessons, huh? Being able to admit when you're wrong is a sign of maturity. Clark, I know you watch my TikToks. I know you do. I know you see these. You talk shit, I swear to God, I will turn your glasses into contacts. Oh, and to add insult to injury, I don't think Bruce is gonna ever want to talk to me again, considering how many villains' radar I've managed to get on from running a fucking coffee shop. And So sorry my camera cut off there. That was Bruce. I don't fucking speak of the devil. He sounded real serious, and he doesn't want to talk about whatever he wants to talk about over the phone, so I can only assume that he's going to break up with me because I'm on so many villains' radar now that I'm a liability. Ooh. Go me. He's gonna send somebody to pick me up. I'm assuming Alfred in a couple of hours, and I'm gonna go to his place. We're gonna have this chat. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a fun little awkward car ride. Damn. I really liked him too. He's not like the tabloids paint him to be, you know? He's not as much of a playboy as everybody thinks he is. I think he just is seen with so many women because he's famous and everybody wants a little piece, you know? He's genuinely a pretty cool guy. I wish I could have gotten to know him a bit better. Oh well, if this is the end, I guess no hard feelings. Oh, sad feelings, but I don't blame him, I guess. I'll keep y'all updated, I suppose. Maybe Clark was right. Maybe I should have just stayed in Metropolis. Taking a job at the Daily Planet. Fuck.